Hey guys, today we're going to have a discussion to explain the difference between the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous. As you can see by my dirty board, this is not take one. I think the blooper reels will be pretty funny. Anyway, before we go here, let's remind ourselves why we use the present perfect simple in general. You guys should be experts on this by now. We use the present perfect simple because time is unfinished. And what we mean by that is that either the time period includes now, right? Phrases like this month, this week, this year, so far. Or time is unspecified. So we tell you we've had an experience, but we don't tell you when. It could be here, or here, or here, anytime until now. This is our life experience. And because we have arrows on our timeline, we could have the experience again. Our time is unfinished. We also use the present perfect simple if the action is unfinished. So this goes for our long actions that have no concluding point. Actions like how long have you known your best friend, how long have you lived in your house, how long have you lived, how long have you worked at your company, how long have you lived in your house. So I started working for AUIS in 2015, and I'm still working here, and I will be working here in the future, so I have worked at AUIS for 5 years. Or the action is finished, but the result is in the present. So think about if you have your wallet stolen and your IDs are gone, like your comma and your driver's license. Oh, it takes so long to get those materials replaced. My wallet has been stolen because even though the action is finished, it's very much affecting your now. Again, before we go into this discussion, let's just revise for ourselves why we use continuous forms. And this is all continuous, present, past, and future. So we'll use a continuous verb if I want to stress that the action is long, right? It's taking place over a long period of time. Often that's because the action is a process. So this can be a long action that doesn't stop, it just goes for a long time, but it finishes. Or it can be something that starts and stops until it's completed, right? So maybe a long action that doesn't start and stop is I've been studying level 3 for 2 weeks, and studying the language will be long, and it'll go without interruption. But I've been reading this great book. Maybe I started reading it 5 weeks ago, and I'm still reading it. So sometimes we group these together as the same thing, but sometimes they're a little bit different. Long with no breaks, start and stop, long until it's finished. In both cases, the action will finish. I'll also use a continuous form if I want to stress that an action is temporary. Last May, I was living in Cádiz. I was in Spain for an art residency. I wish it were permanent, but I had to leave. It was only for 1 month. And if an action is repeated. So the psycho girlfriend who's trying to get a hold of her boyfriend on the phone and he doesn't pick up. Hi, honey, call me. Hi, honey, call me. Hi, honey, call me. Honey, call me now. And then they finally speak and she's like, where were you? I was calling you all night. It's repeated because it's incomplete. She never gets a hold of him. So continuous verb forms are used if I want to stress that my action is long, or a process, or temporary, or repeated. Okay, there's another video where we get into this